I'm in London, and I'm with Alan. First of all, Alan, what's your dog's name?
Bonnie.
Bonnie. Alan, you've got your beret on, your medals. How long did you serve for our country?
13 years.
13 years.
Yeah. Northern Ireland, a couple of tours in Northern Ireland, Cyprus, United Nations tour of Cyprus, Germany, etc., etc. The standard sort of stuff.
So tell me, we're outside the Knights Templar pub.
Yeah.
What happened here last week?
Well, it was as a result of my coming back from your trial, and all I did was I went into the Knights Templar pub with my dog, Bonnie, with the berry on, with me medals and an RAOC tie, and all I did was ask for a bowl of water for the dog. I didn't even ask for a drink, sort of thing. So the manageress came up. It was actually the manager to start with. He refused us. And then I found myself surrounded by 7 City of London coppers.
Refused you on what grounds?
Because I was a Tommy Robinson supporter. The manager then came out and tried to broker a peace deal because he could see that it was going to kick off. He also realised...
You probably see the PR that he's refusing an elderly gentleman who's got a disability from having a drink with his dog because he's a supporter of someone.
Exactly right. He
Fascism.
then turned round on... Exactly. He was a bigot. He then turned round and live on camera and said well, the reason he refused the dog a drink inside was because of the safety of his staff. He then realised... Exactly. She's dead.
Looks like a beast, doesn't it? Real aggressive dog there.
Pretty much dead.
From what I understand, there's been an online backlash against this establishment, and they've contacted you. Their solicitors have contacted you.
Yeah, well, I contacted them. The manager of here will honour a free drink and a free meal on the house, but they will also give me a £50 voucher. So to spend.
So we're here in London. You've just been.
Spend it.
We're here in London to spend it. We've been to the Soldier X. Alan's come with us to hand in the Soldier X petition in London, and as he's got a free £50 voucher, and as they didn't want you in there because you were a supporter of mine, we thought we'd come together and we'd enjoy. Hello, boss.
Let's go and spunk it.
We'd come together and we'd see if we are allowed to enjoy our meal.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Thank you very much.
And thanks for the support, Alan. Now, what this comes down to is he was refused entry because he was a supporter of mine. And a lot of people were outraged, and rightly so, because of that. I spoke to the owners tonight, a lovely couple. In fact, the lady does a lot of work for the homeless veterans. She goes out on the street and feeds them herself. She does a lot of charity work for armed forces. Her granddad, so she went through all of this. She had a negative perception of me without even knowing who I was. When we were in there talking, she said, and he said, that's Tommy Robinson. She said, you're Tommy Robinson. She didn't even know what I looked like. But she built her opinion on who I was and who my supporters was when I questioned her on what? On what the media told her. She had been lied to and she had been deceived. And it's breaking down one barrier at a time. And that's what we've done tonight. So we've now left that establishment and she's fully aware of who Tommy Robinson is and who his supporters are. Now that doesn't excuse what happened with Alan, but it is a massive misunderstanding. He was welcome back anytime he wants, along with any of the other supporters, to the Knights Templar. Thanks.